What's up? Welcome back to 8042 Media. In this video, we are going to be giving you a run through on how to edit the Trendy image grid opener from Motion Array. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to mute this, press play, and if you guys want to add this to any of your videos, this is an After Effects template. You guys can download it from, again, motionarray.com. It's promo video time here at 8042, and we are going to be getting started on editing a promo video. We're going to show you how to add your logo. We're going to show you how to insert, I guess you could either do images or videos. We're going to be going over videos for all of these placeholders. There's actually just 20 placeholders in this template, so it's going to go by pretty quick. All right, so first steps, go ahead and click that download button once you're logged into Motion Array. It's going to pop up with a screen where you can save your project anywhere you would like. Go ahead, select the folder you want to save the Trendy image grid opener in, and go ahead and click save. All right, once it downloads, you'll see it here in the bottom left corner. We're just going to go ahead and click show in Explorer. That's going to bring it up wherever it is, and we want to click extract all. All right, so we're going to go ahead and then click extract, and that is going to kind of turn that zipped file into a file that we can actually open. All right, so, and then you will see your Trendy image grid opener here as a file that is open that you can go ahead and open up. You'll see 3 different folders. We're looking for the AE project, like After Effects project. Go ahead and double click on that, and then open it up by clicking the After Effects file. All right, so go ahead, open that up. This is going to go pretty quick, but I am going to walk you step by step, and we're actually going to be using this promo template here to insert some footage from an awesome exercise program that we're working on. All right, so it might give you this warning, all right, or in this case, it's disk cache folders on a drive that does not have enough available space. We're going to press OK because it does have enough available space, and then we're going to go ahead and convert this. Now, this is going to pop up for almost every single After Effects template that you're working from with Motion Array. Essentially, it was created on a different version of After Effects, and we're just saying, yes, we can convert it over. Don't worry about it. Just press OK. And here we go. Here's the good stuff. I am going to open up this screen so we can take a look at what the heck is going on here. All right, when you open up these templates on the left-hand side of the screen, you should see your project. All right, you'll see a little, in this case, a Motion Array folder. It could be all kinds of different, folders depending on what the template looks like. We're going to go ahead and click these arrows to navigate under your project, and you'll be able to see, edits, logo. You want to open up these, see what we're dealing with. Social media icons we got here. We got different compositions that we can look at. There's the other tab, which just has a bunch of different, color mats and things like that. So we can hide the others, but these are essentially the main things we want to look at. So you're going to need 20 placeholders. Of course, you can repeat the same photo or video over and over again, and you're going to need 1 logo. And if you want social media icons, you can bring them in. As you can see here, the end screen, if we hop back over to our template, you'll be able to see what it looks like when it ends. Bam, right? And it has these usernames. So what I'm going to do to simplify this is I'm going to be taking out the usernames. I'm going to be taking out the text here, and I'm just going to be putting a standard logo to end this animation to keep things simple. But I'll show you guys step by step how to customize this if you want to do it differently than how we're going to be doing it in this promo video. So first things first is, of course, to find and put in your placeholders. So you're going to be able to preview everything in this screen when you're on the final comp sequence. Okay, so we went through what's in your project. You're going to have these sequences on the bottom. In this case, we have placeholder 11 open. That opened with the project file for some random reason. We have our render queue. We're going to be using this when we export. We can hop back over to final comp. And what you want to do is go ahead and open up your placeholders and just go ahead and double click placeholder 1. All right, you'll see placeholder 1, you'll see a blank black video box, and we're just going to want to go ahead and locate some of our footage. So I'm going to be adding exercises from a awesome exercise program from mapsfitnessproducts.com. Huge shout out to them. They have the best exercise and fitness products. If you just want a simple workout video, in this case, we are launching a new product which contains a variety of different exercises. We're making a hype video for it, and we want to showcase some of these exercises that are in the program. All right, so the first exercise here, we can just go ahead and grab, and you want to drag directly whatever video placeholder you want to add into that timeline on the left-hand side. All right, in this case, we shot all these videos in 4K. The sequence is 1080 by 1920, and this template is 1080 by 1920 by 1080. Sorry, I misspoke. All right. So what we want to do is, if you're using, a different size video placeholder, or your photos don't exactly match, we can right click on that image that got put, or video that got put into our timeline. We want to come up to transform and scale. All right. You can click scale and you can manually change, in this case, it would be to 50%. Because we're working with a 4K video. All right. But another way you could do that is you could come up, hover over transform after right clicking, and then click fit to comp width, or fit to comp height. Okay. Depending on your size and your footage, you want to choose which one of those you'd like to use. All right. Once you've added placeholder 1, you want to make sure that it's long enough for the video. In this case, it is, because this is a video within itself, right? But you're going to want to stretch that out. You can see the total comp is about 15 seconds here before it goes into the logo animation. So adding footage that's 18 seconds to be safe is going to be your best bet. All right, so you can add that footage in there. Another thing to note, you can drag and drop, as I did on this left-hand side of the screen. If for some reason you decide to copy and paste, your video might paste somewhere, not at the very beginning. So make sure that you go ahead and drag your video to the very beginning. That way, it's going to actually show up in the placeholder as the placeholder. Okay, so we've added 1. All right, so we've added the first placeholder out of all of these 20. The biggest mistake that I see people making is they try to add footage to this template. That's not what we want to do. All right, you guys, we want to definitely make sure that we're adding footage after double clicking in each one of these placeholders. So if we double click placeholder 2, you'll see that it's empty, right? It created a new sequence that popped up for us. We can come back to our final videos, and let's grab the next exercise here. This is going to be a male version, and this time it came in. It started at the beginning. I'm going to right click, and I need to resize this. In this case, I'm just going to say fit to comp height. Since the aspect ratios are the same, it's going to be the exact same thing as just scaling it down to 50. All right. So that's placeholder number 2. Let's open up placeholder number 3. Coming back to my folder, and we're just going to repeat this process for all 20 of these videos. All right, so quick check-in. We have added 11. Now, as you can see, each time we double-click one of these placeholders, it's adding a new sequence for that placeholder, so we can always go back. We can click, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and we can make sure that we have a video in that placeholder. The other thing you can do is it's not going to kill you to delete these once you've added them. So I can go ahead and delete all these, just remembering, maybe I save 11 to know that that's the last one that I added. And it's not going to actually delete the footage out of those sequences, but it's just going to give us more space, right? So now we only have these 3 sequences open. We can come back to final project, and let's actually take a look at what is going on within this project. All right, so there you go. You can see that we have added footage in here, and it's adding, motion and all these cool edits from this After Effects template that we downloaded. So when we're done, there we are. When we're done, our video is going to actually look like this, and we can export that. And what I like to do, I'll show you guys, is actually bring it back into Premiere Pro, which we cover all kinds of video editing tutorials and how to actually create these high budget production videos for your brand, your client's brand, all this stuff. But we integrate, once you start integrating After Effects and Premiere Pro, you can start doing some really cool stuff. All right. So that being said, we're on placeholder 11 out of 20. Let's go ahead and finish this, and we'll see you on the other side. All right. So there you have it. We just added placeholders 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way to 20. As you can see, we only have 20 placeholders in this template. So I'm going to go ahead and, just as I showed you previously, delete by clicking the little X next to each one of these sequences, just so I can clear up the space. And all I have left is the final comp and the render queue. All right, so there's a few more things now. We have the social media icons as well as the logo. But as you can see here, we have, added all of these different exercises. You could be adding, content that's a lot cooler. You could be adding your photographs here if you're a photographer, different shots of your business if you are a business owner, right? But this is the general gist of it, all right? When we export this, it's going to be this beautiful, awesome promo that we've already seen. If we just scroll through, my After Effects isn't loading, but you can see all these different image masks, movement paths that have already been created by the creator of this template. Thank you very much. So it saves you so much time and can make your videos look a lot cooler. All right, so coming to the end now of this timeline, we can have a preview if we want. We can kind of see what we're dealing with if it loads ever. Right, okay, there we go. So you can see that it's white. All right. Oftentimes you'll see this control section here in your final comp timeline. And in this case, we actually have a color control here at the top. So you can look for that if you want to change, the color. There's also a background. Okay. So let's say you just wanted to change this white. Well, you would have to take a couple guesses at what is actually happening in this project. We could hide the background if we wanted to, and we could see how and if that changes, our project, and it does, okay? By hiding the background, we just hid that white layer there. But the problem with that is it looks like it didn't just, come to it came to our template. It didn't just come to a black or clear color matte. So I don't want to do that in the case of this template, but these are the things you guys are going to have to be able to control and guess with a little bit. If I now look under the color control and I go to effects, we could see the logo text color and the background color here is white. Okay. So this is an option where you can, if you want, now come in and change the background color. We could say black, and now watch, when this reloads, it's taking forever after I loaded these template placeholders. Actually not too long, but once this loads, this should change to black. And so you guys will have kind of customization. Yeah, see, there you go. It's a darker color now, and it's going to fade to black. I think so. See if that worked. Yeah. All right. And then your logo would pop up. All right. But let's go ahead and bring it back to the way it was, because this is the reason you're going to want to change that. If you have a light logo, it's going to stand out on dark background. If you have a dark logo, it's going to stand out on a white background. In this case, we're just going to keep this white background. And what we want to do now is look for our logo placeholder. So coming back to the Motion Array folder under the Projects tab, we can see the logo. All right, and we can double click in that, and you can see that there's this little we can select it to fit to the screen size. You can see that there's this little placeholder for our logo. So what you would want to do is you'd want to locate, wherever your logo is, and go ahead and drag that logo into your project. Again, you're going to want to click on it, making sure that it starts at the very beginning. Go to transform, and we can scale our logo, down, for example, if it's big, or you can scale it up if it's down. And we want to make it kind of as big as possible. Without any of it getting cut out. I'm going to be happy right there. And that's, adding the logo. So if we come back to our final comp now, we should see that logo added to the composition, just as we did, all the other placeholders that we added. All right, boom. Okay, now you can use this in your project if you just want to grab like a little section of it. You know, let's say, oh, okay, I do this all the time, by the way. Let's say we just want one of those, right? Like we want it to zoom up, we want it to zoom out, and we want to cut it and just use that piece in our promo. Well, you don't even need to worry about the logo, all right? But I'm just showing you guys how to add it just in case, all right? So you can add the logo there. Okay, let's watch what happens if we scroll a little further. You'll see that we have these social media icons that get added, and you have your website. And it can be so frustrating if you just want it, you know, to be the logo and you don't want any of this stuff. But I'm going to show you how to fix all that. All right. So you can click on the sequence logo text. You can add your logo text if you want logo text, or you can just delete it. All right. So you can delete that. You can come back to your final composition and check it out. That logo text is gone. Same thing for all these social media icons and text. All right. You can double click in the social media icon one. If you like the YouTube icon, great. If you want to add a different photo in there, great. Or you can click on that little highlight, grabbing your selection tool, and just delete it. All right. So I'm going to actually delete all these. We're going to keep things simple. So I'm just double clicking in all of these sequences, deleting all the icons, and then same for text. All right. Of course, you could add your username there, or if you want to keep things simple, professional looking, just have a logo. Follow along. We're going to delete all these. Bada boom, bada bang. All right. We did it. Now, there's one final problem before we have to export. We have this beautiful logo, right? It comes in. It's awesome. And then it zooms up, right? The template has it zoom up so that that other stuff, you know, kind of faded in perfectly. So that's a pain, but it's okay. You just need to simply kind of understand what these animations are doing. All right. So if we take a look at all these layers, we can see the logo. All right. And before we start playing with any of the effects, I mean, of course it says logo. So if you can read English, you're good, but we can hide it. Okay. And make sure that we got the right layer. See, once we hit it, it disappeared, right? So we know, okay, there's something going on in this layer that makes it zoom at a specific time, and we want to remove that. We just want it to be there and just kind of zoom in the way the template has it, but without moving up and going smaller. So we can go ahead and open up this logo, and then we can see here under the transform, right? Transform would mean, okay, it's transforming, and then we can see, oh, boom, there we go, transforming position. Now we're getting close. I'm going to zoom up a little bit. And so we can see a position timestamp here. All right. That's where it's centered. The position is 960 by 540. Now, if we go over here where we see another position timestamp, boom, it's 960 by 457. All right, so maybe if we change that 457 to 540, boom, it's not going to change. And we can see, we can hover that, we can kind of see over this, and it doesn't change. Look at that. All right, but the animation still is the same. That logo comes in. It's awesome. All right, so getting familiar with customizing these logo templates will completely change your life and completely change the quality of videos you're going to be able to produce. And I think that's it, guys. That worked. Let's go over exporting now. All right, so we can kind of hide these layers. We have our complete project. We can delete all of these social media things that we hid. We can delete the logos. And we want to export this. And then after it's done exporting, I'm going to be bringing it into Premiere Pro. And the founder here, Maps Fitness Products, incredible human, awesome guy. He is going to be selling this program. We're making a hype video, right? So I'm going to actually be adding, you know, that promo a montage of clips into this promo video that we're creating, right? Okay, so I'm going to take that exported video and bring it into Premiere Pro and chop it in different ways, edit it, maybe use the logo if I want to, all right? So that's how you can integrate, these After Effects templates, which are really complex. They do 3D montages, things like that, export them, and then actually use that video, bring it into Premiere Pro. That's the secret, you guys. So let's export this bad boy. We're coming up to File, we're coming up to Export, and we want to click Add to Render Queue. All right, I like to make sure to delete anything above it in the render queue that was left from a previous project, for example. Render settings, let's go ahead and click on render settings. We want the quality to be set at best, resolution full, the size is 1920 by 1080. We already know that. Disk cache, all this stuff looks good, but you can feel free to review it. You want to set the frame rate, right? You can do all that stuff here. Output module, this is what we want to change. The format, QuickTime, is going to be way too big. I don't even know if it's ever going to finish exporting. We're going to click on AVI, and the channels we want to be set at RGB. You can go through some different settings. You could change the audio if you want to. It's all good, guys. Just take it easy on yourself and press OK. And the output, we can go ahead and select this wherever we want this to be exported to, and go ahead and title it. This is a awesome montage, and go ahead and press enter, and we're done. As long as you set those settings, you want it to be set to high quality, you want it to be changed to AVI, you want to export with RGB, and we want to save it and title it however you would like and wherever you would like, and then go ahead and click render. All right, now this is going to take however long, depending on your computer. It could take 5 minutes, it could take an hour, it could take 3 hours. But when you're done, check back, and you will have this awesome promo video that you can either now continue adding to and editing in Premiere Pro, or if this is perfect, this is exactly what you want, you don't want to change it at all, you're done. You can upload this to your website or your social media, and voila. If you have questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be going through answering questions. Here to answer any questions you guys have. And mission is to help all kinds of creatives be able to work from home in their boxers and make a lot of money. All right, so if that's you. Drop your questions in the comments below. Check out other videos on this channel. Check out 8482media.com. We've got all kinds of free content there. And if you'd like to record screen recorded tutorials, learn stuff, teach things to an awesome community of people, just drop your info in the comment section. We are hiring. I would love to bring on people who just want to learn social media, learn different websites, learn new video editing softwares, learn Photoshop, learn stuff in the Creative Cloud, and then help share little tips and tricks with an awesome community of people. So the goal would be have everybody watching these videos actually contributing to this channel and learning stuff and getting paid to learn stuff and then teaching it. So reach out. My name's Eli. Peace.